What's up, my Marvel United family? Welcome to the channel. Servant Zero here, aka Mr. Perry, and today we'll be showcasing and reviewing Corvus Glaive from Marvel United Stretch Goal Box Season 1. Let's go. Alright guys, let's check out Corvus Glaive's cards here. He has a standard 18 being a villain. He has no special setups. He has a health of 11 when fighting 4 heroes, a health of 8 when fighting 3 heroes, a health of 5 when fighting 2 heroes. His special rules: when a hero is KO'd, they get a KO token. So he is going to be giving you guys the tokens. All right, bam. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Corvus Glaive's location. Overflow. If one or more civilian or thug token can't be added to the location, deal 1 damage to each hero in that location. His villainous plot: the heroes lose when they have the number of knockout tokens equal to the number of heroes. All right, guys, so let's check out his cards. There's a move and a bam, and he's gonna put out some civilians. 0 in a bam, 1 in a bam, some thugs, 2 in a bam, some thugs. And Corvus, you have to pay attention to his trigger alert, because he does have some trigger alerts on his threats, so we'll get to him shortly. 2 in a bam and some civilians, 4 in a bam and some thugs, 3 and some civilians, 5 and some thugs and civilians. And Corvus has 4 special effect cards. The first 2 being Slaughter. You would move clockwise to the next location with any hero. Deal 1 damage to each hero Corvus Glaive's location. All right, and he has 2 of those. His next one, Glaive Attack. Move clockwise to the next location with 1 hero and deal 2 damage to them. If there are no such locations, do not move and deal 1 damage to each hero. So man, he's capitalizing, and he has 2 of these guys. All right, let's look at his threats. First one is Hidden Traps. Heroes ending their turn in this location take 1 damage. It's going to take 3 heroic actions to get rid of, and he has 2 of those. His next threat is Civilian in Peril. Civilians in Peril. Discard all civilians from this location. If any civilians are discarded this way, play another Master Plan card after resolving the current one. So it's going to take 3 heroic actions to get rid of this one, and it's part of his trigger alert. And remember, guys, the trigger alert is constant. It has nothing to do with the BAM. He just has to land on it. So anytime you guys are playing and he happens to land in this location, it will activate his trigger effect here. So be careful, guys. He has 2 of these. His last one is Dangerous Terrain. Heroes that take damage in this location take 1 extra damage. So he's gonna hit you for an extra hot dog. All right, it's gonna take 3 heroic actions to get rid of, and he has 2. All right, guys, Corvus trying to bring the pain for the Black Order. Let's see how he works. All right, guys, let's check out Corvus Glaive's cards and his special effects here. We're going to start with his special rule. When a hero is KO'd, they get a KO token. All right, that's pretty simple, you know. He moved here. Say he knocked you out, dealt damage to you and knocked you out. You would receive a KO token. Now, the KO token is permanent. Even if you come back, you have to keep the KO token because his villainous plot. The heroes lose when they have the number of KO tokens equal to the number of heroes. So, if you guys collect, if you're playing in a squad of 4, you guys collect all 4 of the knockout tokens, the game's over. So you guys want to be careful when you're fighting this guy not to get knocked out. All right, let's take a look at his BAM effect here. His BAM effect, deal 1 damage to each hero in Corvus Glaive's location. Again, straightforward. If you're in his location, you will receive a damage. All right, let's look at some of his cards, his 2 special effect cards here. He has 4 of them, but they're duplicates. So we'll look at the first one. Move clockwise to the next location with any heroes and slaughter. Deal 1 damage to each hero in Corvus Glaive's location, of course. So if he moves here and you guys are there, you will receive some damage. You get that 1 damage. His next one we're going to look at is Glaive Attack. Move clockwise to the next location with 1 hero and deal 2 damage to them. If there is no such location, do not move and deal 1 damage to each hero. So, let's set this up. There's more over there. We'll put Falcon up here. And we'll put Scarlet Witch right there, right? All right. So, if you pull this card, he would skip over these guys because it's 2, and he's gonna go straight to Falcon, right? And he'll deal 2 damage to Falcon. That's it, right? So that's that. Now, if there are no locations, let's say they're 2 and 2 or all 4 of them are together, he won't move at all, and he'll deal 1 damage to each of you guys. So that's a trip, huh? Right? Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's check out his moves here. We're going to look at his threat cards here. So the first one would be this. He would move 1 and he would BAM. But the reason I use it is because his trigger effect here. So he has his 2 trigger effects. Civilian in peril. Discard all civilians from this location. If any civilian discarded this way, play another master plan card after resolving the current one. So that means he's going to be trying to get rid of his master plan deck quick. So anytime he lands on these trigger effect guys, that's another master plan card he get to play, right? He get to play. So be careful. This is how he can double up on you guys and get you going beforehand. Let's look at his other one, Hidden Trap here. Heroes ending their turn in this location take 1 damage. It'll take 3 heroic actions to get rid of, and that's pretty self-explanatory. If you land here, you're gonna take a damage. It'll take 3 heroic actions to get rid of this one, Civilian in Peril. And his third one here, Dangerous Terrain. Heroes take damage in this location, take 1 additional damage. So if you land here, you may not take damage, but if you're over here and you take damage, you're gonna get extra damage. So if you only have 2 cards in your hand and he does damage to you, you're knocked out, which means you're gonna get a KO token. Oh my gosh. All right. So let's look at his overflow, guys. If 1 or more civilian or thug tokens cannot be added to a location, deal 1 damage to each hero in that location. All right. Corvus is simple, but he's not simple. You still have to stay on your toes. So if he BAMs or if he moves and he's putting out civilians and he lands here As you guys can see, this location is full. So this would cause the overflow, which means Ms. Marvel would take another damage. So again, he's simple, but he's not simple. He keep you on your toes a little bit, but if you guys work together and get rid of these threat cards, you guys can beat him up pretty quick. Like, you know, he's not as bad as the other Black Order. I think Proxima is the craziest. But we'll get to her in time, guys. All right. So again, if you guys like what I'm doing here, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. You guys stay blessed out there, be safe, and I'll see you in the next one.